bit, or he's always in the second half of the field away. But the last couple of starts, he's been able to drive forward and get into a handy spot, and he's been too good. He managed to stride forward lead until Steinbrenner kicked up underneath him the other day. So it was a good, tough win. He just lasted the score. So it's all about the jump and positioning with Kronenbourg.
Martin Harley rides the 4, Holstein for Matthew Dunn.
Yeah, well, he was 6th in the Brentwood race. A few of these come out of that race, and he was third, about 3 lengths off the lead, but pulling hard, didn't have a lot left. He has been known to lead in the past. He did one day at Eagle Farm. He led it a good gallop, kicked and won. So he's going to be one of a number of horses, I think, up on the pace.
The Dunn stable also have the 5, Comantic. Ben Thompson replaces Ryan Maloney.
He ran third at Lismore behind the talented Betcha the Crown under a big weight, 63. And then he led last start here a fortnight ago, went 5th behind Singer. So, look, he'd be a chance. He just needs a little bit of luck getting into a handy spot from that awkward gate.
Kelly Schrader has the 6, Victory Bay, Kyle Wilson-Taylor. I think it's definitely the best it's looked this time in.
Yeah, well, he's third up, so he's ready to peak today. And in that Brentwood race, I think watching the last 200, he's sort of suggesting that he wants further, and he gets it today. So keep him under notice for sure.
Rosovo is the 7, Bailey Wheeler for Jack Bruce. He's got legs for days, this horse.
Oh, he's tall, isn't he? Very tall, this fellow. He'd have to be close to
17 hands, you'd think, surely.
You'd think so. He's an ex-Godolphin runner by Animal Kingdom. Only had the one start for Jack Bruce, and it was an encouraging run. He ran 4th behind Brentwood. They seemed to run along okay, so, he did run on well, but it was through the line, wasn't it? The last 100.
That was his best work late.
And if he reproduces that up to 1650 today, again with Bailey Wheeler on. Now, he had the experience of him last time, Bailey, so he knows him well. He's very hard to hold out today.
Lookalike is the 8, Michael Carl for Trevor Burgess.
He's won 2 of his past 3 on the Northern Rivers and looks to get a nice trip here. He's a bit versatile. He can go forward or sit back. So I think that gives him more of a place chance, though.
Patmos Island is the fit horse. Angela Jones claims 1.5 for the Richardson stable.
Yeah, I think probably needs something a little bit easier than this today for Patmos Island.
Van Nuys is the 10, Jaden Lloyd for Simons and Laxton.
Yeah, same for him. He won last start at the Sunny Coast, given a terrific ride by Jaden Lloyd, 4th fence. It was only just a race. I think this is a fair bit harder than that.
Cashmere is the 11. CJ Graham takes off 2 for Jack Bruce.
They're going to try and have him a little bit closer, and from barrier 2, he'll be afforded that opportunity to go forward. Had terrific form. Last preparation in those 3-year-old races, Kovalika, Soothsayer. And his 2 runs back have been terrific. Great at Gatton when he made up an enormous amount of ground. And then in Rocky during the carnival, only 3rd there when favourite. But he wants further as well, and he gets it today. So look for him to bounce back. And good use of the claim with CJ Graham taking 2 off.
the moment, Michael, because I
Cashmere.
borrowed some money off him to have a punt, and so far, no good. Hopefully we can bounce
To
back.
get the quaddie on? Or do you want
No,
a snip?
I am out.
I'm good for 50.
He knows he's not going to get it back. That's the problem.
Yes, he's too smart, isn't he? All righty. Well, there's Jimmy Orman. Look, Jimmy's got a chance here on Kronenbourg to take the lead again in the National. This is the Australian title. Usually we don't talk much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, I don't know, it's become a lot more interesting. Well, yeah, we've got some profile jockeys like Orman and Aaron Bullocks. You know, he's the champion rider, provincial country, New South Wales, and Willie Pike. Willie needs to ride a few winners today in Perth later. But Jimmy, if he wins on this, he goes to the lead again.
I love that it's been really wire to wire. And not only that, credit to the boys, they're not natural lightweight jockeys either.
No.
So,
in particular, well, these two boys over here, absolutely. And Orman, he's had 7 or 8 rides today. He's got a winner. He's going to Ballina tomorrow, something he would not normally do. Ippy Friday. And, of course, he's got Saturday. He'll have a full book Sunday at the Sunny Coast. There's nowhere for him to go on Monday unless he wants to go interstate. But Aaron Bullock's got plenty of opportunities as well. And even on Monday, the last day, it's Corowit and Wellington, so he might turn up there. So
has said or will travel there, boy.
I'm going to go here with number 7, Rosovo. Pretty solid. He touched $3.10. He's back into $2.80. Number 7, I've got him in on top of 3, Kronenbourg. The 11, Kashmir. And number 2, Titanium. They're just tripping up a little bit, Titanium, 20 into $17. 7, 3, 11 and 2.
I'm 11, 7, 6 and 2. And with the stablemate Kashmir, got home well second up. I was just crying for the trip. Gets that today. It was a pretty classy maiden winner. And, of course, has contested some nice form lines like Kovalika and can sit more positive, which I think they'll elect to do from that low draw today. The 7, Rosovo, had that flashing light on him first up. The 6 in Victory Bay, I think there's a sense of time with his horse, has had the mid-prep trial as well. And then the 2, as we head to you, Don, for the first leg of the quaddie market.
First and second favourites here. Only one other runner into double figures, Kronenbourg at $5.50. Certainly are, Simon. Most of them are in. Only a handful to come up. Ned's Gully returned to the racetrack in good fashion, winning the previous race. Jake Malloy riding his first Metropolitan winner and never left the fence. Hugged the rail to grab victory. Trainer Paul Wallace. Now, Kermadec and Kronenbourg will be the last 2 to move up. Aaron Bullock had the one rider Canterbury. It didn't run in the top 3, so he has to wait till tomorrow. And Orman's still got a few rides left here. He's on Kronenbourg in this race. Kermadec goes in. All in now. They're set to go in race 5. The red light turned on. Ready to break. Well-behaved line. They're off and racing. Patmos Island, Lookalike and Van Nuys began well, and Kashmir ridden with purpose early. Kronenbourg goes forward with Kermadec off the track, and then Holstein. Rosovo given plenty of time to balance up. He's third last in the first call, a favourite. Then Victory Bay, and dropping to the tail was Titanium. They go around that first bend, 1,300 left to run. Lookalike is attempting to cross Patmos Island, and Kronenbourg, he's on the seat outside the pair in third. 2 away came Kermadec, fourth, getting him one off the rail, and Kashmir landing fifth on the fence. 2 lengths away, Holstein outside of Van Nuys, 2 to Rosovo and Victory Bay racing together. And 3 to Titanium at the tail end, 10 off the lead. Along the back straight, 900 metres left to run. Lookalike in front, Kronenbourg, chasing the hat-trick today. Travels well in second as they reach the halfway mark. Travelling third, Patmos Island. Kermadec one away 4. And Kashmir fifth, the rail. Holstein next to the outside. 2 to Van Nuys inside of Rosovo. The favourite spots them around 6 lengths start. 2 to Victory Bay and 2.5 Titanium as they reach the 600 metres. The first 1,000 metres or so in 64.6. And the leader was Lookalike from Kronenbourg. But here come the moves. Kermadec on the way forward, 3 wide. Patmos Island needs a rider. Holstein pulling 4 deep. Kashmir's behind them, needing room to move. Wheeler is riding along Rosovo. He's starting to respond now. Still with a bit of work to do as they're well on the home straight. And Kronenbourg dash to the front. Holstein on the outside, though, is a big danger. Then Kashmir, Kermadec and Rosovo. Soon afterwards, on the inside, Kronenbourg. Then Kashmir. Holstein out wider. Kronenbourg in front, trying to hang on. Kashmir diving lane. Kronenbourg in front, and I think might have just won from Kashmir, who dived late. Then Holstein or Titanium. Rosovo didn't come on the straight. Then Van Nuys. Well back was Comatic. Patmos Island. Victory Bay. Lookalike last home 139.51. So Kronenbourg will get it from Cashmere.
It's over Cash Me, giving Jimmy Orman another winner today. So he's got up a double today. Kronenbourg, gee, I wouldn't have thought 6 months ago that he put 3 wins on the trot, this fellow. He looked pretty good at his debut when he came across from New Zealand and then plateaued out a little bit. Couple of barrier issues with him, but he's got it all sorted now. He jumped well today, strode forward. That's his go. Getting up nice and handy. And he was there to strike, turning into the straight. Kicks clear. They were coming after him. Cash Me, the runner-up, had a nice soft run. He had his chance, only just missed out. And then Holstein had a nice soft run as well. And Rosovo looks like he wants another lap. He was winding up, but all too late. So Kronenbourg, trained by Tony Gollan, ridden by Jimmy Orman. Kian gets 3 wins on the trot.
Unlock the key to this horse. It's just riding him that little bit closer to the speed, and he doesn't switch off. He's really tough to the line. He's toughed it out again. Last 600 was 34 and 88. Well done. I'm not sure what stable representative I'm going to have today. Well, and it's Craig Kavanagh, and we'll have a quick chat with him. He's done a good job to string the 3 together. Credit to him.
Yeah, we seem to have found a way to ride him now, and he just seems to today relax really good outside the leader, and no throwing his head around or anything like that, which was good to see. He's one of these horses. He looks like he's beaten, but as soon as they get up beside him, he always finds that little bit. And today found and had his head in the right spot, and it's 3 in a row now for him, which is good.
Certainly is. No, you're right. That's what I was just saying. Maybe this is the key to this horse. It just keeps him switched on. He's relentless to the line when he's up on speed as well. And back to the 1600, just too strong.
Yeah, he was. I was a bit worried there, listened to a few tips this morning.
Don't listen to me today.
Yeah, I thought he only had 3 legs. They were tipping everything else in the race, and I thought I'd better get down the stables and check him and ring Tony to scratch him. I think one tip's to never put him in the top 4. I don't know the names.
I reckon that might have been me. All right, well done, Cav. I'm going to let you go because you're not going to get this microphone back, or I'm going to lose any followers that I did have. Definitely not my day, but all honours to the winner. And as we were saying, the key to this horse is just to have him that little bit up on speed. He stays switched on, and he's really toughs it out to the line. So he's a real racehorse now. And as Michael said, probably about 6 or 7 starts ago, to think that he's strung 3 a row in town, you probably wouldn't have thought it because he was getting a little bit of a name for himself as a nonny. Okay, 3-11-4-7, all honours with the winner in Kronenbourg. Jimmy Orman gets another winner, and for Tony Gollan. Sorry, Stape, I forgot. I thought I was doing Jimmy.